Alright gang, here's another video, actually the third video, and this is an update pertaining to my HO layout plan for 2016. Haven't started on the bench work yet. I plan on doing that hopefully end of this month, it's June, and I want to have it done hopefully before Christmas. But the very first video I posted pertaining to just my power, the engines. I had an RF-16 that I painted burgundy for my passenger train, and I had two F7s painted orange. This F7, if you look at the original video, the shell was sitting on top of another F7 that was still in the box. It was a Bachmann F7 DCC ready, no sound, no decoder. I got the decoder in, and now I got a debate on if I'm going to put sound in it. Because pertaining to that first video, and I'm holding true, this is going to be low budget. I'm going to recycle a lot of the cars I had from the past, and I'm going to purchase other cars that I want for the layout. Now you see in this video the two cattle cars in the back. I already had those in the very first video update. I just wanted to put them in there with the other cars that I've been messing around with, trying to get them going. So let's check this out. Alright, there's my F7, number 345. Got the horns added to it, just like the other F7. I took the Sharpie and colored them black. Got the window sets still in it. I had them put in on the very first video. I liked how it turned out. F7s, F9s, they are my most favorite engines of all. And you'll probably figure that out by watching the videos. Even if you watch them with mute, you'll see that I'm an F7 fanatic. Alright, I want just Southern road names. But when I was practicing the weather dipping, this was one of the first cars I practiced it on. And I mean, it's got its positives and its negatives, but I like how it turned out, almost like it, that is. I could have done a better job, but like I said, I've never done it before, and this is what I came out with this car. I'm not sure if it's a Tyco or a Bachmann. It didn't have any markings on it. It was one I got free. It was a vibrant red. It wasn't as vibrant as the Caboose red right there, but it was a vibrant red. It was close. Now you Tyco fans, y'all will recognize this. Now how I got this one put together is actually three different cars being put to build these two. The crane was a Santa Fe crane. I removed the Santa Fe off of it and weathered it. I think I did a little better job of weathering the crane than I did that Santa Fe boxcar. Now that when it came to you new, when you purchased it, it had a little wheel that you used to adjust the boom and the tackle. That wheel is gone with that. The flat car, you see here, it's got a chunk missing out of it. It's actually like bent right here. You can actually see where it's creased. That shell was one from the same set, the same Tyco set, but it was the rock. It was originally blue. And that flat car came without the caboose house, or whatever you want to call that. That little house, or this piece, was in a box full of stuff I got free from my son's friend. The flat car I got in a box lot off of eBay. When I was a little kid in the 70s, I had a Tyco set. It was a Santa Fe F7, and it had a flat car with tractors on it. And I was just looking around, and there was a flat car with the tractors, and the flat car missing the house, or the whatever you call that, the caboose house. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, I went and dug through that box and dug out the old blue, whatever you want to call it, and then I took the alcohol to it, and I had a hard time getting the rock off of it. So what you'll see here is the different colors in red. That's why I took a Sharpie and I just kept coloring over it with a Sharpie, and then I weathered it and sealed it. I glued it to the car and sealed it. It just did not want to sit on the car at all. Now, I've always liked this set by Tyco. I've got one I bought new back in the 80s, and I have an older video. I used to use it as my work training. I had I think it's going by memory, GP40 engine with this rock, the same setup, but it was the rock, all blue. Alright, that's a track cleaning car I bought in the 90s, and at one time we did have a hobby store in Athens, and I bought that because I got tired of just trying to keep my track clean the old-fashioned way, and they did a pretty good job. So I dug it back out and weathered it. You can see here I got rid of the Santa Fe logo, but I left the stripe. You've noticed on rail lines where one line will buy a car from another and they'll spray paint over it or something. I didn't want to do that, so I just took the logo off completely, and so I have my track cleaning car ready to go. Alright, I've got this red caboose. It had Santa Fe on it as well, and this is a Bachmann caboose. Now in the other video with my F7 with all the box cars, I used a Tyco caboose that I painted orange and black. I was going to paint this one orange, but I kind of like the red. Like I said, I'm low budget and I'm going to recycle what I can. But I don't know if I'm going to leave it red, or maybe it's just too red. It looks horrible sitting inside the orange engine, so let me move the engine. Alright, so what I might do to this, if I don't repaint it orange, I may paint the roof black just to break it up a little bit. I do have other colors of paint, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Should I paint it orange or leave it alone? Because it will be used until I find some bay window cabooses. I always like the bay window cabooses. That's what I really want. And when I find them in my price range, I'm going to grab them. But that caboose was free. It came in a box of free HO cars that my son's friend gave me, so I got nothing in it. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to use any of these cars with this engine or not. They just may be cars on side rails or something, but you never know. I'm kind of fond of the box cars. I may hunt me up some more box cars of Southern road names for this engine as well. And if I do that, I'll definitely paint that red caboose another color, or either two-tone it or paint it orange and use it until I find something different. Because as I said previously in other videos, this is going to be a low budget operation. I'm not going to be spending tons of money for cars. So I do have to update all the couplers on every one of these cars. Not the engine, but all the cars, they have the old-fashioned couplers. I do have more couplers coming. I just don't have them. I ran out when I assembled the passenger cars for my passenger train. But let me know what you think, guys. I'm kind of happy and I'm kind of not happy with the weathering skills I have. I guess I still need to work on it. But this has been a fun little project. I look forward to getting my bench work going here in a few weeks. That's it for this video. You guys have a great day.